Whew. Okay, what have we got? Toothbrush, shorts, toiletries, YouTube family. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Well, what are you guys doing in my suitcase? I didn't know if I was going to actually bring you on this trip, but I'm headed to Singapore. So we're going with the family, going with a brother, going with a cousin. I didn't know if I was going to vlog or not because it's not. It's just like a getaway sort of trip. Probably possibly looking at trying to get a watch while I'm over there. You guys know I'm a bit of a Rolex fanatic, probably a sports model of some sort. So I'm going for a bit of a trip there to have a bit of a look. We're gonna have a bit of a relax. I didn't know if I was gonna vlog it or not, but I'd feel bad if I didn't take you guys somewhat. So I'm over there for about a week. So I guess we'll see how much of it I actually vlog. I might just do one big mash of the entire trip and we'll see how we go. It is really, really early. As you can see, I look like I've just woken up, but I've been up for about an hour. Just trying to get everything ready to go. Suitcase is packed, backpack is packed. Got you guys now. So we basically got to head off because we're catching a flight at about 8:45. It's about 6:45 at the moment, so got a little bit of time, but that's good. It's a domestic, and then that's from Adelaide to Melbourne and Melbourne to Singapore. So we should be basically in Singapore by 5 p.m. today. I'm going to skip you guys. Well, you guys get to skip all the like 8 hours of trip. I envy you. I really envy you all. So we'll see how much of this vlog. If this doesn't actually appear, I decided I wasn't going to vlog it, but I feel like we will. So don't stress. We'll see a bit of Singapore, and I'll show you guys around a little bit, and let's see what we get up to. Other than that, we're going to make our way to my brother's because he's taking us, and then, well, yeah, let's go. Otherwise we're going to be late again. You know what I'm like? I'm not late. I'm fashionably on time. Say hi to Tris, guys. We run those Tris.
Morning.
Morning. So me and Tris and my cousin are probably going to get a watch. That's generally why we sort of go overseas. We like to get something. Anything you got in mind, Tristan?
I'm looking at Omegas, Seamasters, Breitlings, Navitimers.
Jeez, rich roll this guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
His pockets are deep.
We'll see.
Deep. But no,
Oh, not that deep.
Not that deep. Deep, but not that deep. So let's go, guys. You're going to get all the easy part.
Alright, thank you.
And what do you think? You need that. So we arrived, guys. We are literally in the hotel room now. Still the same day. Yeah, I've got a different t-shirt. Got a bit of a view going on. If you can see out there. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Oh, you can see. Not too bad. 19th floor of a 19th floor hotel. Not doing too bad in the world. For you guys, that was about 2 full minutes of travel time. For us, it was, I think, started at 6 in the morning. It is now 6 Adelaide time, so there's an hour in between there too. It's now 8:09. So we arrived at the hotel at 8:09, so it's a good solid something 12 hours, 10 hours around there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how much we're going to do today. I think we're going to head out as a bit of a family, get something to eat, maybe have a chance to check a couple of stores, hopefully get a chance to have a look at a couple of Rolex stores, see if we can not find the watch we're looking for. If this video is too short, I might mash it into the next day. So we're totally gonna figure it out as we go. So we did head out. We had a bit of a look out there. Obviously we've rocked up on a Sunday pretty late in the evening. Anything watch related for us isn't actually open. It is too late now. So we just rocked around, got something for dinner. Basically just scoped out the area. We've been here before in Bugis in Singapore, which is a pretty central location, which is good, close to MRT, close to everything, so you can kind of go everywhere from there. So we're just gonna flick it tomorrow and yeah, hopefully hit up some watch stores and get something cool. So I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. For me, it's gonna be a few hours. Hey guys, how are we? It's the second day. Basically, the first part was very quick. We got here to Singapore. Now today, the aim of today is basically, I don't know if it's more, you probably saw the title, I don't know if I'm going to go fact or myth on this one, but we're basically going to be hitting up new Rolex stores because we're looking for the Submariners and the sports models. So supposedly, if you're a watch guy, anywhere you've looked or you hear about or you've looked yourselves, you'll tend to find that any Rolex store technically shouldn't have many, if any, sports models because they're on a massive year waiting list where everyone's buying them and the demand is so high right now you literally can't get your hands on it. So we're going to do the hard work. We're going to head around Singapore. We've actually seen one in Melbourne and it was completely shopped out. There was nothing there. So let's put our feet to the ground and do the work for you guys. I'm going to see if we can get our hands on a sports model from any Rolex store brand new at a recommend retail price because as you know, the prices are just crazy at the moment. So, myth or fact? I guess we'll find out today, won't we? Let's go. This is the first of our Rolex stores, so I guess it was to answer the question is how the day is going to go as far as searching for these Submariners.
Yeah, they're good though. Yeah.
I would like that. That's exactly the watch I was looking for.
Sky Dweller for yourself.
Leopard print. So it turns out that Rolex store was closed. Seeing as like in Singapore nothing really opens past 11 o'clock. So we're just going to head up in a different section now that we're in and have a look at some second-hand stores while we wait for the Rolex stores to actually open to see if we can get what we're looking for.
The new released one. I don't even like it that much. No.
So those Rolex I showed you in those cabinet, that's actually at the Rolex service center. That bronze and the sub and everything, you can't buy them, like literally. The last Rolex store we just hit up, obviously you can't film it, they're not too fond of that. There's literally nothing there. All Datejust, there is not one sports model there. There's probably one Daytona if you're a watch guy and you know what I'm talking about. Other than that, fresh out. And they reckon every time one comes in, it's straight out the door. But I'm not giving up hope. There's so many Rolex stores in Singapore, you just never know. So on to the next one. Yeah guys, we went to a couple used second-hand shops, but obviously the whole reason we're trying to do this is to establish if there's literally any sports models left at any Rolex service places at all to buy at a recommend retail of $12,000, because literally if you're watching this and you're a watch guy, we all know that Submariners are like, you know, ranging in the $17,000 mark now on the particularly grey market, and we're literally having no luck. We found heaps second-hand, but we are not finding anything as far as the Rolex stores. Not giving up, still plenty to go, so let's see where we go. So we're back guys, it has been another massive day. Singapore is hard because it's 30 something degrees and it is like humid all the time. There's so much humidity. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Like it's just sticky all the time. So I reckon we hit up, I don't even know how many stores, like official stores, maybe 4, 5. A lot of second-hand dealers, obviously, but obviously the whole game and aim of this video was that we wanted to go to a Rolex store and basically pick up a sports watch. And it was that hard. It's true, like fact, it's actually fact. It's not fiction. There literally is no sports models available at Rolex outlets at all. You cannot buy them. So those few that I showed you, obviously that had the prices at 11 grand, or you know that was actually the Rolex Service Center. You can't buy them; they're not for sale. But you can see how cheap they are recommended retail. But you can't buy those watches. They just do not exist. They do not exist. You cannot get the watches. That's the hardest thing. So yeah, you busted really. I mean, we got some more days in Singapore, but to be honest, we cannot find these watches. We cannot get a Submariner or a Hulk or you know a Batman. There's just nothing available. You can just not buy them new. The waiting time as it stands is a couple years, and even then, you know, I'm assuming who knows where the pricing is going to go from there. So you take the risk, I guess. If you really, really want one, you order it, you wait 2 years, you might get one. Or secondhand market, you're paying, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more than retail. The choice is yours, guys, but we did the work, we did the legwork, we went everywhere, and we cannot find them. We cannot. Datejust, abundant. If you want a Datejust, you get a brand new one. On the plus side, I did get one. And it's not focusing. So I did pick up a Submariner. It's a bit of an achievement for me because I guess everyone that technically wants a Rolex wants to go a Submariner one time in their life, and this is my first Submariner. So I'm quite pleased with that. This is a 2010, late 2000, yeah, early 2010. And yeah, it's actually a really, really nice one. It came with all the original links except for one, I think. Had certificate, came with box. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's in really good nick, almost pretty much new, I would say. So I picked that one up for around the 10 mark. So that's actually a pretty good buy for it, just to be honest. When they can, you know, easily reach around $13,000 in most places. So I'm quite pleased with that. Not an absolute bargain, but you know what? I didn't buy it for the bargain's sake. I got it because I wanted it, so that was the main thing. But I just don't think this Rolex thing's going to happen. I really think it's just a fact. You're not going to be able to pick one up unless you pre-order it. So yeah, unless you know of anywhere else, guys, that you want to share with me, maybe we can go to a different country and try it all over again. But Singapore, tap dry. And I guarantee you, if they did have them, they would just go on the grey market. People would pick them up and just put their markup on. I mean, we've seen a couple. I think there was a brand new Hulk we came past, a Submariner, if people want to know it that way. The green bezel, if you don't know it by a Hulk. And yeah, they basically wanted $16,000 for it when that watch basically retails for about $11,700. So yeah, pretty crazy. We've had a good run. It's been an exhausting day. I'm sorry guys, I didn't show you much as far as footage because you can't just walk into Rolex with a camera and they're not heaps keen on that. And a lot of local guys that with the secondhand shops, you know, some we know. It's probably just purely out of respect I didn't show too much. So I did my best. But as always guys, I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.